there's like a little verbiage thing saying that malfunctions can happen and we will keep carrying on. I've never read that part.
No. I was actually saw you reading. I was like, I've never noticed the.
So I've never done that before. How do you record on a phone just in case?
I'll just do the video, like a video recording. Would that be fine? And just put it down. Doesn't really matter if it's not doing anything.
Do you have iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
So there's voice memo also. I have Android, so I don't know, but we used it today for our safety meeting. Bugsy, it was like called voice memo or something he found on his phone.
Okay.
Okay,
we're recording a voice memo.
Okay, perfect. I am going to call this meeting to order at 5:40. Approval of minutes from the May 8th meeting. I entertain a motion to approve.
I would approve them as submitted.
Okay, Karen moves to approve.
Are you still there, Denise?
Yes.
Would you like to second that? If not, I can too.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I can second that.
Okay, Denise seconded it. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Minutes approved. So public comment.
I have one thing under that.
Hit me.
We are, as commission, well, the county has been posting newspaper articles once every week, and we're looking for articles. So if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, fair related, whatever, we would love an article.
Perfect.
Around 500 words or less, include pictures. If you want to do one just on open class or just on the vendors coming or entertainment, however you guys want to do it, or combine it all into one, whatever you want to do. So I think we have the next couple weeks scheduled, but after that is fairly open, I believe.
Perfect.
So
I'll let Sheila know probably.
Val.
Val.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they switched. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, there are no guests in the room. Any guests online that we know of? No. Okay. Any correspondence, Jess?
Nothing. No.
Okay, no correspondence. We'll move on to reports and discussions. So the open class superintendents met last Thursday. We discussed decoration ideas for the theme. We have 2 fair entries already entered in, so most of them come at the last.
It's up to 25 today.
Oh, great. We have 25 now today, so that's exciting. We're looking at collecting denim material, so if anyone has any that they want to get rid of, please feel free to share with us. We are going to, Casey messaged me, we're going to try and hit up the thrift store that is closing here in town. Other than that, we are going to have a craft day at my house just to work on decorations and getting things together for the fair. We're going through new judge options and or those that need to have new judges because we only try to have 2 a year. And we also decided that we would be happy, Taylor, Desiree, and Casey will be happy to do a craft hour on Friday from 1:30 to 2:30 underneath the tent to provide some time there. So that's pretty much all that I have on that front. We did sign up to do hand out posters. So it's all on mine. Any questions? Okay.
Hey, this is Denise. Did you say that you needed denim material?
Yes, ma'am. If you have any, we would love it.
Okay, so does that mean old jeans also?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Sheila, did she have anything for the vendors?
Well, I thought she was going to be here because she said it would work, but I can tell you we are at 6 food vendors confirmed. We probably only have about 6 of our commercial vendors also, but so we're still working on those. Yeah.
Perfect.
Where we are there.
Okay.
Would it be worth putting something out for the commercial just for all the new residents?
We might.
in
I was
town?
thinking about doing that in the next week or so. Hard part is we need more outdoors ones, because inside the building I think we only have 4 spots left because of the escape room. So we do need some that would be able to set up outdoors. But it's hard for a lot of them because they would pretty much have to take down everything every day. So
Okay.
unless they're in a trailer. But
Okay. Any questions about vendors? Next is rodeo. Denise?
Yeah, sorry, I have to mute me because I'm traveling. Yeah, so rodeo stuff, we're having a work day Sunday morning, just starting to clean up the grounds and whatnot. And I think the Rocky Mountain Rough Hands are volunteering to assist with some of our tasks. And I had already reported on the trust board grant. We kind of faced some hurdles with the sound system. They had to bump up the cost of the new sound system, and so we actually applied for a Rotary grant to offset that difference, and we were very fortunate to get that Rotary grant. So now we have 2 grants, and hopefully the sound system will be in and functioning before the fair and rodeo, or I should say the rodeo. It'll be for the outdoor arena. And then we are working on some other projects. We're still doing the handicap area, a new ramp. I think I reported on that last month, so I don't want to be redundant. And then one other new thing we're going to do is the north windbreak fence. It's kind of also a security fence north of the outdoor arena. We're getting that rebuilt and extended to the west to kind of help with some parking security so people can't just sneak in. And plus we don't want them walking out where all the horses are warming up. So that's kind of maybe something new that I didn't report on last time. I'm kind of in a blur. One of my daughters just had her second baby, surprisingly, on Tuesday. It was 10 days early, and she gave birth in their car at 1:30 in the morning. So I've been in Ennis for a few days and kind of out of the loop, and didn't even look at my email. So I'm glad that Jessica reached out to me and reminded me of this meeting. I think that's about it for Rodeo Club. We're just in work mode. And we did meet with Jesse Swenson. He was gracious enough to come to a meeting, and we're still trying to get to the final draft of that lease agreement. He was super, super helpful. We did have a couple questions that he was following up with the county attorney. And I did see the MOU draft that Jessica Erickson set out last week. I should be to Bozeman here in just a minute, and I can pull over, and I don't know if I have it with me is the only thing, but I'll look. I'll wait till we get to MOU, because I think I can remember there was just only one thing that the Rodeo Club thought to maybe just leave out, so I was just going to run it by you guys. But we'll do that on MOU timeline, and I think that's it for the Rodeo Club. I hope I haven't forgotten anything, and I know that we're getting ready for the joint meeting with the Fair Board coming up. And we do have rodeo entries Monday night. It was supposed to be in the paper, and I think it's probably on Facebook. Lisa probably put it out there. So if you know of anybody that wants to be in the local kids or adults rodeo, the entries will be Monday night out at the fairgrounds, at the blue office building at the north end instead of the yellow office building. So that's all I got for you.
Perfect. Thanks, Denise. That's
Thank you.
Great update. So Karen, with 4-H?
I don't have much from last year. Fair entries are open. They closed July 9th. Set up Monday evening. Indoor judging, we're doing good. We need one more there. Livestock judges are all taken care of. And yeah, we'll be at the joint meeting to finalize parking and camping and all of that when it gets closer.
Perfect. Thank you. Next is public relations, or any questions for Karen, I guess? Okay, next is public relations. Val, with any articles?
I don't hear anything from her either.
Okay. Any questions or comments? Perfect. Fair board business, the budget update.
Okay, so it's been a while since I've given you guys this Excel spreadsheet budget update. It's on the back of your agenda there. So I did just go through and updated it with our Black Mountain software reporting as of June 12th. And so if you just look through, we're looking pretty good. Our budget ends in what, 11 days? So I will probably, what I usually try to do is do like some office supply orders between me and Allison. We both look at our budget and try to get like stocked up on some things that will keep. So probably do that here at the beginning of next week, I think. But yeah, everything else looks pretty good. If you guys look through that, if you have any questions, let me know.
And we need some ribbons.
I did a big ribbon order.
Okay.
So that is included in there. So we did go over a little bit. But that it does include the most recent ribbon order.
Okay, perfect.
I think it looks good. My question is for the sponsor signs. Well, I know it's next one of, it's on here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Will that come out of this year's budget?
No.
Okay.
So that is tricky because like all of our sponsor deposits as of right now go in this year's budget. But our signs for this year get paid from next year's sponsors that we haven't collected yet. So that's just kind of how our budget rolls. with our most expenses coming out in the first 5 weeks of our year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard, and the Bill Drocke, it took him a while to like kind of wrap that around, and
Well, he likes to project it out.
yeah.
And so when you have so many expenses right at the beginning, it looks like you're going to be way over budget.
yeah.
But then you don't spend
He
anything
gets
for the rest
very
of the year.
worried at the
Yeah.
beginning of the year. I'm like, don't worry, we're not going to spend any more on judges.
Yeah.
All done. Like I just did a little over $1,000 for vendors, and I just put in. So to date, for right now, we have about $4,800 in sponsor income. Some of those, well, I guess we can talk about that later too with that sponsor line item. But yeah.
All looks good to me, Jess.
Okay, sounds good.
Do we need approval? I mean, there's nothing, no significant. Yeah, okay. Moving on to old business. Fair updates, entertainment. It's the first on the list for the under the tent, I assume.
Yeah, I think I gave you guys a schedule that was updated as of last Thursday. Like Taylor said, we did add in that craft hour on Friday between the STEAM activities and the music by Jasper Esserman. We do still have like an hour, so really we could try to schedule on Saturday under the tent from anywhere from like 2:30 to 3:30. If you guys have any ideas for that, but
That's for
That's-
Saturday.
yeah. Like Casey had the idea about maybe asking someone to do like a line dancing class.
Oh yeah, she did tell me that. I think that'd be fun. Do you think people would be interested?
I think so. It's just, you know, the rodeo goers aren't usually out there yet at 2:30, but
Right.
there might be some people that are out there with their kids playing.
Yeah.
That might get in on that. So. Or the kids. So.
Just not the 4-H kids.
Just not
Yeah.
the 4-H kids that are doing the dinner in the cell. So.
Okay. I think that's good. Sometimes there's really good things that pop up last second too, so leave that open a little bit. And we can always fill it with the line dancing if need be. The next is the fair book. I know that you got that sent
Yeah,
out.
so fair books are complete. There's copies in here if you guys want to take one home. They're available online. There's some copies floating around town at some places. I've been trying to post on Facebook. It's probably time to do that again. But
Thanks so much, Jesse, for coming.
Absolutely. If there's anything you guys need from me, just email me.
Perfect.
Okay.
Will do.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Take care.
so I think that's it.
Perfect. Do you have any questions, Karen? Denise, do you have any questions on the fair book or anything?
I don't.
Okay. So we'll move on to sponsors. We'll need to order signs for the new sponsors like we just talked about. I guess, yeah, do you want to give a full update as far as what we're at?
Yeah, so we have our Best of Show sponsors. We have 15. Purple ribbon, we have 4. Blue ribbon, 4. Red ribbon, 2. White ribbon, 1. So we are down a little bit since last year. I don't know if like not having the concert made that difference or what, but I mean we're still looking pretty good, and we do have one new Best of Show sponsor, so we do need to get a new 4-foot by 6-foot sign for them. And then I brought in all the signs from last year into the back room and was kind of looking through them, and with the wind last year there's 5 of them that we think need replaced this year because they're like getting folded in half, and so there's color missing from like the center of the logo. So we'll probably do that as well. There's one new of the 2-foot by 3-foot sign we have to get from a new sponsor, and then there's another one that has kind of a logo that's really pixelated. And so I was going to see if they have a new logo since this, because they've been one that's been there for a few years now. They might have an updated logo that might print better. And then like the voucher coupon things, we will be giving out $780 worth of voucher coupons. So with that and with the cost of our signs, we're probably looking at about $1,500 in expenses for the sponsors.
And what was the total again? Sorry, that we brought in for, I think you said it, I forgot. I thought you had it. Maybe not. No worries if not. I just thought you said it.
It'll be the
earlier.
15 times 250,
That's okay.
4 times 2.
I think that all sounds good. I looked at those. I agree with you just on the signs that need updated. Because they just got too worn. So I think we should do that.
Mm-hmm. And so, and I did talk to maintenance guys about running a rope along the bottom of them.
Yeah.
Also this year to keep them from flapping and getting stuck and stuff. So
That'll be good.
yeah.
Cool. Any questions on that? Okay. Tent setup Monday, August 4th at 7:30 p.m. Recruit volunteers. It's always helpful to have lots of people, volunteers, and the big hammers, if able.
Yes.
Okay. Any other old business that is on here that anyone wants to bring up? Okay, we'll move on to new business, the rentals updates.
Let's see. I think there's only been one new rental since last meeting. Otherwise, it's rented out 4th of July weekend or week. There's a wedding. I think like Thursday through Sunday. They have the building, and they'll be having some campers out there. And then over Labor Day weekend, there's a family reunion out there. So those are kind of the big ones. Other than that, there really isn't a ton of other rentals as far as the 4-H building right now. So,
Okay.
or the pavilion. And there's lots of workshops and stuff like that, and club meetings being used for, but
Okay. Good. The next item is the MOU with the rodeo. So review and approve edited version, which we have here in front of us, and or May was it sent out? Would Denise have a copy of it virtually?
I
sure.
had sent her one.
Okay.
Denise, are you there?
Yeah, and I, for some reason, so yes, I got it. So I was thinking that I either had the hard copy of the new version with me or that I sent you a comment back before the meeting got canceled last time.
Yeah, you.
Uh,
So I had sent you one, and then you added a couple things. You put in the C Exhibit B in the lease contract, where,
Yes.
where we explain what the real property.
right.
So I'd added that, and then you also took out the very last whereas on the lawnmower and groundskeeper one, where it said, whereas the Rodeo Association has purchased a lawnmower to be used by the fairgrounds groundskeeper. You guys wanted to just remove that. And then under the therefores, there was two therefores, and you wanted to remove the second one that said the lawnmower purchased by the Rodeo Association to be used by the fairgrounds groundskeeper is the property of the Rodeo Association.
Yeah.
And they were okay with removing
yeah.
both of those.
So, okay, so and that's what the rodeo club wanted to do. Personally, I wasn't necessarily in favor of that, just only because it helps keep clarity from change to change to change. Because the last MOU had the Dixon mower that was owned by the Fair Board. And then we go to no mower mentioned. I just thought something should be mentioned, but the rodeo club said no. So they just wanted those changes that I gave to you. I'm glad I gave them to you because I do not have them with me. But obviously if the Fair Board or somebody else or county or whoever doesn't like those couple changes, we can certainly chat about it.
Okay. Yeah, the copy that I have for you guys to look at is the one with the edits in it. So that would be the finished one that we would sign. And then I guess there was another one. We had put whereas the fairgrounds groundkeeper has been an employee of the Rodeo Association. We crossed out has been an employee and put is contracted by the Rodeo Association.
Yes.
That was the other one that you had sent me after your rodeo meeting.
Yep, that's correct. Yep. So those were the changes that the rodeo club talked about at our June meeting.
Okay. So what we usually do at this point is if the Fair Board is agreeable to the MOU, you vote on it and sign it, the chairman and a witness today, and then we send it to the rodeo to be reviewed as the final copy at their next meeting, and then they sign it and witness it, and then it'll be done.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, does anybody have any comments or questions or concerns with those changes?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess, so can I move to approve that current draft?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I move to approve the draft sitting before you guys at the meeting.
Perfect. Second? Okay, Karen seconds it. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, the motion or the MOU has been approved. The motion to approve it has been approved. So
yeah, Denise, if you or somebody can come and grab it before your guys' next meeting, then you can take the wet copy with you and sign it, and then we can both make copies.
Sweet, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
That sounds good. I'll make a note here on my agenda.
Perfect. Okay. Next, any other new business that anyone wants to bring up? Okay. It says the next meeting is July 10th here at 5:15. I am not going to be here that day. I didn't know if we would want to move it. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Karen can make it as long as one of us is here. Then we'll also have the joint meeting with rodeo on the 14th, which is the following Monday. So I guess I would be curious to know if we'd be interested into waiting until after our joint meeting to have our next meeting. I don't know if that's an option, but
Could be.
just an idea. Would the 17th be free?
Hang on a second. I'm going to look real quick.
Yeah.
Will you be in Bozeman for that camp? Will you be staying overnight in
I
there?
can make it one way or the other. I think that's a late night.
I think the 17th would work for me.
All right, let me just double check the room.
Yeah. And if we want to leave it on the 10th, that's fine too. Doesn't matter. I think it would be nice to kind of wait till after.
The 17th is available.
Okay.
Let's just do that, and if I have to, I'll call in, but it should be fine.
Okay. So the next meeting, July, is changing to July 17th at 5:15. Again, so our next meeting would be the joint meeting with Rodeo, July 14th on a Monday, and then that Thursday we would have our meeting.
What time is that meeting?
I don't know.
The
Did-
joint meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denise, do you know what time the joint meeting is on the 14th?
I just closed my calendar. Hang on. Let me open it back up.
Okay.
Boy, I don't have a time.
Okay. Would you
Sorry.
mind letting us know via email, if you don't mind?
Sure. Sure.
And I guess I just assumed it would be at the city hall, but I don't know that.
Well, it might be out at the blue building at the north end of the fairgrounds, because usually in the summer we try to meet at the fairgrounds instead of at the city hall.
Okay.
So
Yes, I
I
think we're
will
gonna-
make a note of that and get back to you guys via email.
Okay. That'd be awesome if you wouldn't mind.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order? Okay. I move to adjourn the meeting at
6:05.
6:05 p.m. Thanks, Denise, for calling in. Good. Congrats
thanks,
on being
guys.
a grandma again.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.